What's up, Internet? It is still snowing, so still some gyroids in our future. We've got one letter from the museum. And tonight's Animal Crossing is going to both be very, very short and also going to count for 2 days. And there's a couple of reasons for it. First and foremost is tomorrow I would like to once again continue a Let's Play of something else, so I'd like to free up a bit of schedule to do that, so I probably won't be doing Animal Crossing tomorrow night. The second reason is that Pokemon Sword and Shield came out recently, and I hadn't initially planned this, but my brother kind of talked me into getting a copy since I have one of those Nintendo digital game vouchers. So I guess I'm going to be playing a little bit of that tonight, but I have to let that download. And the third thing is that I went to a family member's house because my cousin, for the first time in about a year, she came to town. And we had a nice little family dinner, and even though it's my family and everything, social interactions in general just completely drain me. Like, I just feel absolutely exhausted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this up in about, like, maybe 10 minutes. Count this for 2 days. I'm going to turn my Switch on, have it start downloading Pokemon Shield. For what it's worth, I wanted Sword, but that's neither here nor there. And we're going to let that download, and in between then and now, I'm going to take a nap. And then I guess in like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, depending on stuff, we'll start doing that. So this is going to be very, very short. We're just really wandering around for want of anything to do. Hey, what are you doing in town, Betty? You left. You're not even in the other town. Please don't come back. I didn't like you. Also, I don't know what shirt you're wearing. Also, you're a weird chicken, and when I leave, you're going to be gone forever, aren't you? She's gone forever. She's a magic weird chicken with a curly Q monobrow. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of the plan. We're going to make this like a short 10-minute episode, but I'll be back in an hour or two at most with the new Pokemon game, I guess. I just gotta let it download and, you know, take a nap. I don't even have my headset on right now, so I can't even listen to the music. So, please be Char, but I don't think you will be, because I don't think they're out at this hour. That's Barbell Steed. I'm kind of waiting for 3 minutes, because I want to see if Wisp shows up. If Wisp shows up, that gives us something to do for a little bit. But otherwise, this is going to be real short. So I apologize for that. But we do have stuff to do later tonight and tomorrow. So there's a method to said madness, if nothing else. But I'm pretty excited for the new generation, I guess. I don't know. I honestly haven't been all that excited about Pokemon since, like, Generation 3. Generation 3 is, like, the best one. You can hear all about that on my YouTube channel, where I did a top 10 favorite Pokemon games, or games, Pokemon in general. I did a special video just for this whole thing, because I wasn't initially planning to do a day one what the hell is video, but I guess I'm doing it now. But that's something you can do in the meantime. Just go look at the best Pokemon ever. That's the thing you can do. I'm actually pretty interested, because I don't know all the differences between the versions. All I know is the guy on the cover. One has a sword, one has a shield main thingy, and that's about really all I know about the games, so I'm looking forward to exploring it, I guess. I just hope they've got some really good new designs, because that is something that series has been lacking for a good long time. Why did someone think it was a good idea to add a garbage bag monster? That's something to this day I do not understand. Well, again, you can just go see my top 10 list to get what I'm talking about there, but, man, I don't know. Pokemon is kind of in a weird place And now apparently there's a bunch of controversy surrounding it, so who knows. But, you know, it looked fun. I want to get back to doing Eevee as well. I haven't continued since I last filmed some stuff for that. We got 2 more minutes, 1 more minute, until we can go ghost hunting. Maybe we'll run into Wisp tonight, because we didn't the last couple days. And I'd like to run into Wisp. It means that we get a bunch of new cool stuff. Well, 1 new cool stuff, but it's new stuff that we definitely don't have. That's the best kind of stuff, really. I guess we'll go... Oh yeah, we should totally pay Phyllis a visit and talk to the banking office. Doing some banking stuff. It's time for a business transaction. We'll make a deposit of this many bells. We now have 6 million bells. I don't think we're getting a prize for that. I mean, we didn't get a prize for 5 million. I think the next prize is 10 million, and honestly, we have a month and a half left. I genuinely don't think we're gonna make it. It's like every month we get about 500,000 or so, if we play the averages, which, to be fair, is not realistic. But I guess now we will go see if we can run to our ghosty buddy. If we can, that's a thing we can do, and if we can't, I will call it. Again, because I am exhausted and I have to let this thing download so that we can do a thing in a little bit. But it'll be fun, I'm sure. I don't know. I heard they've axed most of, like, the entire history of all Pokemon. Like, they're no longer existent in the world, I guess. I think that's weird. I mean, I kind of understand it. Every generation they add a bunch of new mechanics that they end up kind of half removing and then having to re-implement for every monster they add, but... You know, at the same time, maybe that's a sign that you should probably approach the problem slightly differently. And I mean, I guess this is one way to do it, but... I think there would have been better ways than simply axing the entire Pokedex. I don't know. It's a tough thing to balance, I suppose. Power creep is very much a real concern with stuff like this. I guess the best thing you can do is try and, like, modify the power so that it's not necessarily creep as much as it is, like, just a slightly different approach to similar stuff. But even then, that's very tricky to define. Still, I mean, if you really did it well, I think everyone would probably benefit from it and would make your game infinitely more interesting. Because, honestly, it's the same game every couple of years that it releases, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that's why you still have fans from, you know, the people who grew up with it. But at the same time, you gotta change stuff up, or else it gets stale. It's a tough thing to balance, I suppose. Still, it'll be exciting to see firsthand. I am not running into Wisp at all. Unfortunate. Not entirely unexpected, but still unfortunate. Nothing over here. Got like 1 more acre to check. Nope, doesn't look like we got any ghosties in our town. So we are going to go home and we are going to call this, and I'm going to turn my Switch on, start the download process, and take a quick nap. And once we're done that, which will probably be in an hour or 2 at the top, we will begin the exploration into the newest generation of Pokemon, for good or for ill. Again, I apologize for this being so short, but again, I had a few different reasons for that. And we will be back shortly with more. Until then, you know, go watch my top 10 Pokemon list or something else, or many, many, many YouTube videos I've got that you can check at the bottom panel that I added to the Twitch channel, because I figured out how to do that kind of, sort of. I'm learning, okay? Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Peace out, Internet.